we are recording because they are loading super fast. Hello everybody, welcome. This is Draxus Clay. I'm here with Ronald Lovecraft. We're going to be commentating a game. It's going to be so much fun. Commando Garen versus Lord Darius. Alright.
Should be good. I'm excited about it.
I am too, because I know very little about both of these champions. So
are we just going to have this thing doing the whole dedicated camera, so we're just kind of seeing the same stuff? It's a one-on-one. It doesn't matter. We're going to see the same thing.
Well, I'm just glad you caught how stupid what you said was.
I understand. I know that I'm intentionally retarded.
Well, we got Garen leaving base with that what is it, Phage and 1 health pot, and we got
Darius is taking his sweet time.
Yeah, sweet time with the 3 pots and the longsword and the ninja tabby. Ought to be interesting. Both of them with 0 creep score. They suck.
Oh, they're the worst. And I'm just surprised they're not already using their potions.
It's just bad mistakes all around.
I can't even stand it. And then Garen, of course, using his stupid passive, letting him gain more health. He's already at full health. He doesn't even need more health regen right now.
It's a waste of mana. It's an absolute waste of mana and a travesty to the game.
The thing is, he's already out.
Yeah, well, exactly. It's because he's using his thing. And the game begins.
And Garen is already doing a lot of things. Of course, taking bleed damage. The thing about Tiger Soldier and Slappy numbers is that Slappy has played significantly more games than this other guy has. That might reflect how badly this will go for certain other people.
It might.
Maybe. But Darius is a bullshit champion. I feel like playing him, regardless of how many games you played, you're gonna do just fine.
You will do just fine, but I have to say, I think skill and time will play to Slappy's advantage over Tiger Soldier in the end, even if Darius gets some dick-ass kills.
Maybe, but he is pretty bullshit.
Yep.
We'll see what happens.
They both blown through their potions, and now it's just up to
no.
There we go.
Darius stacking on the bleed damage. Garen spinning away.
Bam. First blood goes to Darius.
Alright, Garen buying some shoes and some pots.
Gotta love them pots.
You know I do.
Switching those potions over to the number 2 slot, because only professional champion players ever use the number 2 slot for activatables.
I typically do it on 3 and 4 and 1 times 7, so I feel like I may be bad at the game.
You are.
I'm drinking a Pib Extra right now, and man, it is just refreshing as all get out.
You know, Pib Extra has a way of doing that. It's tasty and delightful. And it used to have a different name.
Yeah, it was Mr. Pibb, but then they decided people don't want to drink a Mister, they just want some extra. And so I'm really happy about that change. I'd consider that a buff.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely.
Right now, Garen is walking around, staying defensive. Even though he's exhausted his exhaust and other things, he might as well go in.
Very cool. Got the hit and the silence and the potion before that Darius could. Not potion, excuse me.
Darius just walked backwards a little bit and grabbed the other one.
Yeah, but he would have been sitting on 2.
Maybe.
Yeah.
He probably wouldn't have gone back to get the second one had he gotten the first.
I don't know.
Taking a turret shot. Never a good idea, by the way. From all the times I've played the game, getting hit by the turret, like, it's not good.
It depends, really.
In what case is it ever good to be hit by a turret?
Well, say you are running from the other team, and you don't want to give them a kill. And you're going to die anyways if you stop running.
No, if you're good enough at the game, you just won't die at all. But yeah, I guess if you do suck, and you have to die, because you're just that bad, then totally.
Well, those were my thoughts. Oh, what is that, 5 hemorrhage stacks?
Well, I know. I've done it plenty of times. I actually have never noticed the trail of blood that gets left behind.
When you're hemorrhaging?
When they have a whole bunch of stacks on.
Yeah. It's...
Because that was a lot of blood.
Yeah, well, that actually doesn't normally happen, but Garen is actually... It's his time of the month, and it fell out.
Of course. That's awful. Really wish you hadn't said anything about it. And what does that grant him, being his time of the month?
Well, I have no idea. It's just a bad joke, really.
It's pretty bad. Oh,
there we
nice.
go.
Both of the ults going, and everyone is just dealing bullshit damage everywhere. Luckily for Slappy, he dealt the most bullshit damage, and his bullshit damage over time was more effective. That's why you gotta love Garen, or hate him to death, because he sucks. There it goes, picking up a health relic, gaining that additional whatever number that was. Or maybe not really an additional, more like replacing the amount in which he had prior to losing.
Darius sitting on a serious item advantage, though. Ninja Tabby, Longsword, BF Sword, and Potions.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that if they are going to go into another fight, Garen probably won't make it out alive. But this...
Yeah.
Yep. I almost went through every one of the vowels during that little exchange.
Well,
there.
we can only hope for a full 5-vowel experience.
If this game gets, like, big enough, I'm going to have to go all 5 vowels.
And sometimes a 6th.
Maybe.
It just depends.
Maybe.
It depends on how epic the fights become.
Well, right now, the fights are a whole lot of spinning. It's like a really badly choreographed ballet dance between two grown men who can't do ballet.
Well, I mean, at least at least Garen can hold a full spin. I mean...
Oh, he's actually impressive that he can move the way that he does as he spins.
Right, exactly. Darius falls over after one rotation.
Yeah, Darius does have more armor at the moment. Like, because, I mean, Garen right now, he's just wearing, like, some slacks, just going all that thing.
Right, all that thing. Exactly. That's exactly what he's doing. This is actually the all that thing Garen skin.
Oh, shut up. Leave me alone. He is just really wanting to get in there. There's more of that damage over time because you can't stop doing damage over time as these champions. It's all they have.
Well, I mean, at least these silences Garen's throwing down are extremely effective against this AD champion.
You're right, because it cancels out all of the bleed counters that have already been placed on him. Like, totally.
It's gonna end up being...
Oh, God. I wasn't even ready. I was not ready for a joke of that caliber. Anyway, Garen, once again, activating his passive that he has no choice but to activate if he just stands still long enough.
Well, I mean, it takes some real skill to time that.
I mean, yeah. It really, really does. I haven't seen enough Darius using his rake ability.
Well, the problem is... I really don't know. You're right. He should be doing it more.
Well, I mean, the thing about it is, like, the most he can do with it is...
There's that silence
into, like,
again. Game-changing.
Oh! Oh! No!
Oh, bleed damage? Got him!
God! Like, if I would have been scared more, I probably would have done all 5 vowels. But I wasn't really that frightened. Oh, and what item do we have down here? I think this is a... that's... specific only for this.
It's for this or for Dominion. That is Entropy. It gives the on next attack, you do true damage. It's like, hold on, let me pull back up the tooltip because it says exactly how much. 30%. Oh, increases movement speed by 30% and deal 80 true damage over 2.5 seconds. More damage over time.
Ah, dots, 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 dots. So many dots, I might as well be dipping them. And then the camera wants to watch Darius walk towards the middle. They think that's a lot more important than Garen actually fighting things. Darius is now back, fighting all kinds of stuff. Oh, running and getting the opposing player's health relic and then his own. That was a very good move. And he was spinning almost the whole way.
Good ballerina.
He's damn good. I would love for... I actually wouldn't, but if they did make a ballerina Garen skin, I would probably chuckle. It'd probably get a chuckle out of me.
You know, they could release it with the swimsuits we were talking about earlier.
It's fun to see that they even have the same summoner spells. I didn't even catch that. They're both running Exhaust Ignite, damage over time, and weakening the other person, which doesn't matter for Darius' ult, which deals true damage because he's a sack of shit. And then, of course, just even when they don't need it, go and picking up the health relics instead of saving them for a time when they may be more useful. Because, you know, just, they suck. They shouldn't be there. Oh, and Darius is just being ballsy as all get out.
You know, he played his...
Just wanted to take down that turret. Not a bad idea, because Garen does not deal a lot of damage.
And you know what? He didn't attack that Darius. He didn't attack that Garen once. Didn't take the aggro from that tower. You know, considering all the area of effect that he has, at least 2. Oh, here we go. Nice.
Oh, very well done, Garen. Holding off on that exhaust. I believe he did it pretty much right when the right after he used his ult, didn't he? Or near it.
I could back it up and take a look. Since we're waiting on what's his fuck to come back.
What's his fuck? That's the name. And then there is a dead Darius on the ground. Slappy just walks over his body.
Let's see exactly how this happened. No, he dropped the exhaust literally right before the ultimate went into the air from Darius.
That's a good move, though, because right after the ult, he's going to be dealing no more damage after that.
It's a truthful statement.
Because that ult is true damage. Once that goes off, he's not doing anymore.
All right, and Darius, is Darius even back yet?
No, yeah, Darius is back. He's picked up a heart of gold so that he can gain additional gold per second, even though in this game mode, you don't need it. You don't need it at all.
Well, you know...
But the health is nice.
Well, he could be building into that Randuin's Omen, which is going to really, really slow down Garen's ability to attack.
Yeah. That's something that's a problem. Because you know that Garen, with his... Usually Garens, they build attack speed. They go attack speed, attack damage. I see Infinity Edge. I see Phantom Dancer. They just always go for that crit chance. But, you know, with that Randuin...
I get it. It's a bad prediction.
You get it? I'm glad you understand.
It's not an
the score
awful
right now
prediction.
is tied exactly. It's a 3-3-0 kind of game. Oh, and there we go. There was that rake, but to no avail of any kind. And now this is the part where they stand next to each other and just sort of watch as they both lose health. And then they back up. I think that Darius should keep on the idea. He had a good idea with the keep hitting on the turret. Because, I mean, in the end, that's how you're going to win the game. And Garen's just not going to deal enough damage as it is. Because he actually has a significant amount of damage. But no, falling back makes sense because of all the minions. Oh, and the rake. Real nice rake because he did it. He raked him almost out of the range of the turret. I don't know if you saw that. Darius almost pulled him out of range. He didn't. But
you know, the only thing that really... He could have secured the kill just now. He actually didn't hit his entropy for that attack. And that would have dealt enough true damage to hurt a lot.
But he got a turret, though, so...
Kudos to him.
That's... Kudos to him for doing what he should have done. Aaron's got 15 seconds on his exhaust. He's going to hold that man in place for just a smidge, and it probably will do a little bit. They're just so tanky. You're going to eventually get to a point where they're just not going to deal any more damage to each other. Picking up a health relic. Purple minions suck, getting killed as if they don't even matter.
Garen using that judgment for the entire... Now, hitting Darius with judgment for the entire duration and doing literally 0 damage. It was pretty fantastic.
I'm not too happy about it. Because I like Garen. I'm a Garen fanboy. He looks like Fire Emblem, the character, and it just makes me happy to see him walking around being so generic.
Well, you know, Fire Emblem the character does suck.
Well, he got a, I guess, I don't know if it was really a buff or like a nerf or a rework or just kind of a rebuff. They changed the thing. That's about the gist of it. Parents are pissed, but the kids love it. For those people who like Eminem out there that I'm referencing. Right under the turret, just going for the kill. And that is unfortunate. Oh, but wait.
Yes!
Oh, yes! Oh, God, Garen, you wacky, tacky son of a bitch. I just want to cover you in streamers and then hang you up for my birthday. Garen getting a little bit more damage?
Hopefully.
Maybe.
Frozen Mallet and Doran Shield, because everybody loves that late game Doran's item that builds into so many wonderful things.
Leave them alone. They're having a good
Muzzin
time.
Taylor. There we go. That is something that will help in some degree.
You're correct. Oh, and you're correct about the Randuin's Omen. His attack speed will be significantly reduced. He is going to make a difference with that item.
Dick.
And I'm basing this on not only my sarcasm, but also on lies. So, just take that into account.
Now, let's see how. Okay, he did open that fight with the Entropy. Let's see when he's going to use that Randuin's.
That health relic gave back a lot of damage.
Ooh.
I don't know if he is going to use the Randuin's. He may not even know it's an activated ability.
Look at how much more damage this Garen is doing.
It's literally coming out of nowhere. I guess that Atmos really is changing things up for him. I guess it wasn't too bad of an idea for him to go for that extra armor, although it doesn't seem to be making.
Well, the real power in Randuin's comes from that activated ability. So, snagging the health relic.
Like a dick, like a mean.
Go ahead and grab that one too.
Just really.
Go ahead and grab that one too. Why aren't you grabbing that one too?
He's luring with the silence. Good move on his part. Just spinning to win. He doesn't even care anymore. He's reached that point that all Garens want to get to, where they can just do literally anything they want, and they'll be just fine.
Yes.
He's almost as bad as Singed, but not nearly as bad as Singed.
How much damage is actually on this tower? Not a ton.
Not a ton. There is not 2,000 damage dealt to this. Or I guess 2,000
right, well,
pounds
I mean, you could calculate damage as pounds.
I don't know where you would do that.
No,
I guess
it's a metric conversion.
Or, you see, I haven't.
Right, yeah, because
really
pounds is the principal backbone of the metric system.
Tell me more like does he have a card? And Garen is just hanging out, not really doing anything, but not having anything done back. It's just like
well, I mean,
they're
now
watching
some stuff
each other.
happening.
Saying hello. Ooh.
And there's the
stacking
exhaust.
on those bleed counters. Does he have that ignite up? Not quite yet, but he does have one placed on his head, taking a lot of damage.
Oh, you should have used hit him with the Randuin's. Doesn't even matter.
Oh, he
Darius
did get taken out.
Doing some amazing things. There's the heart. Oh, nice. Grabbing the Giant's belt.
I do like... I don't even think he used that exhaust. No, he did not. He did not exhaust the Garen. That was just Darius's... Darius... apostrophe S. That was just his bullshit damage.
Technically Darius ends in an S, so the apostrophe would be after the S.
Yeah, it's Darius.
Okay. Just so long as we cleared that up.
No, I know this. I know my apostrophe placement, man.
Well, I mean, good. Missed your rake.
Darius pulling it one minion. He did not miss. He hit a minion, and he was.
Well, just because you're
totally
shooting a
planning on
rifle in the
doing that.
backyard at a target and you hit the neighbor's kid doesn't mean you hit your target.
I don't know, man. The neighbor's kid is a douchebag. And Garen just protecting his inhib.
Oh!
Oh, Darius danced with an axe on his face. Like a bitch. He does give no dams. No dams gives does he.
Garen posing with a
Still
bit of
just running with
swag
them
there
shootings.
himself.
Yeah, there he is. He's like, take my inhib. I ain't afraid. I'ma throw rocks.
Darius is like,
The thing that's really interesting about this game is that Slappy and Tiger Soldier, they
really
hate
do.
each other.
Yeah,
Like in
the
real life.
rivalry is intense here. That's a serious problem.
Darius is just, he's also getting to that point where he just doesn't have
With
to
the
take
immovable
damage.
object.
If he decides not to,
The immovable object has
won't.
hit the unstoppable force.
I really just wish that they'd release a free-for-all arena where just there's like 5 players fighting each other and they each get their own little nexus, or whenever their nexus is destroyed, they're eliminated. And I would love to just see a Singe
Yes.
in this fight too. Like, I just want to see a Singe doing damage over time, and a Darius doing damage over time, and that Garen just spinning to win,
There's
doing
the
damage over
exhaust.
time.
Still no activatable on that entropy or that random ones.
Now, when Garen's doing the spin, he can deactivate it by hitting the button again, correct?
Perhaps. Let me pull up the tooltip. Judgment. Garen rapidly spins. Blah, 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 blah. Stuff is happening.
That's it. That's right.
It
That's
doesn't
the one
say anything
that I was
about being able to
talking about.
cancel it. So, I mean, he may be able to, but it doesn't say it in the tooltip. Well, I mean,
suck. Get a better
Riot,
tooltip.
that's on you.
You hear this, Riot? Riot, if you're watching this, you suck. You suck, and we hate your game. The main problem I'm seeing with this match is that there is not a single
well,
cog bomb.
that's a problem for one of the compositions here.
Man, I have never actually just sat and watched how much damage those super minions take,
yeah.
but it is a lot. Darius just used his entropy and his random omen
you
for
know-
no reason. I guess just more being a dick. And I actually believe that Garen could go back to his
You
base
can't
and heal up a
heal.
little bit.
You
if
can't
he
heal
wants
even if you haven't left the platform yet. If you haven't left the platform, you can go back and buy it, but you can't heal.
to. Oh my.
Well,
I don't believe you. Balancing that axe on his nose, still being a douche. And just let it be known that he still only has one item. Like, one actual item giving him additional damage.
oh yeah.
The Darius. And he deals a significant amount of damage. And that's kind of how you can tell that he's a piece of shit. Just because he doesn't even have to have anything. If it weren't for the fact that he's fighting a Garen, he wouldn't even need the entropy. He could just kill anything.
I don't know that that's necessarily the case. Ooh.
I know that it's the case because I know everything
okay.
about all games. Garen picking up that last whisper, trying to dig through that armor over there,
Not the worst idea.
and taking an
Ooh!
ignite to the face
No!
and other parts of his body.
Nice. Trading.
Oh my god, another fantastic
Wow.
trade. Garen is pretty good at dying and taking somebody with him, and that's how you know
gotta
that
love
he's
them
very,
suicide
very
bombers.
good.
Well,
There's a lot of people
it's a
who
true.
don't.
It's a good thing to hate.
I am a fan of not liking them.
Yeah, I
Turrets
was
get
gonna
hit
say.
pretty hard by that one man and his stupid three-fingered claws like some kind of Ninja Turtle.
I'm willing to bet that if you had a chance to talk to the designers for League of Legends, you'd find that they built the super minions to resemble Ninja Turtles.
That explains why they're in
Precisely.
suits of
Just like the
robotic
Ninja
armor.
Turtles in that classic 1980s film. Ninja Turtles. Turtles in Time.
Robot armors. Yeah. Yeah, we all know the joke. Garen went back, bought a Negatron cloak. I believe that's the name for that. And if it's not, then I probably made up something really stupid sounding. And even if it's real,
That's
it
interesting.
still
I think the
sounds
only thing
silly.
he'd buy that for is the hemorrhage defense. Wonder with the ult on Darius if it deals the additional damage. It's just true damage, yeah.
I believe it's just
yeah,
true
that's
damage.
That's strictly to try and stifle that bleed.
It looks like it's doing a good job. He has 5 counters on him and taking pretty much no damage. Garen's just got to play it very carefully at this point.
Like, stopping him from getting that inhibitor would be nice.
Well, no, he just wants to run in a circle.
Well, that makes
and
no,
spin
that
around
is
these
the
minions.
priority, but I'm just
Yes, no, minions, all, like, if you look at the hierarchy of the game, it goes minions, inhibitors, then turrets. Which I actually believe 2 of those are in the correct order. But one of them just shouldn't really be on the list. Oh, a force of nature. That health regen on that Garen is going to be a ridiculously silly 1 hit. Oh, good God.
there's the exhaust.
Still not taking a lot of that bleed damage, though. Oh, but that true damage is definitely a thing. Yeah, I am not seeing any real health depletion from those bleed counters. I keep calling things counters because I play a lot of Magic.
Well, I wish you'd
That's
stop
just the way
because
it's
it's
gonna
really
go.
annoying.
There goes Garen, covered in 4 bleed
And
counters.
there's the death. That's probably
And
game.
I'm pretty sure that's game.
Hey, I wonder if there's
Unless
been any.
Darius... Hey, I thought he was just going to sit there and just be one of those kind of guys. You know, I played a game of this the other day, and we sat there at the you know, the Nexus, and we didn't end the game when we could have because my friend Josh wanted to see this stupid attack speed Nautilus because he's shit, and we ended up
Yeah,
losing.
well, I
because
mean,
we
I
didn't
remember
kill
that
him
game. I was there, and it was hilarious.
No, it made me very sad.
Oh, good game.
And we win. Good game, everyone.